Dr. Eagleman, why do you think we dream?
Okay, so here's my new hypothesis on this. The brain is very fluid, and so we think of this part as being the visual system, and you've got hearing, and you've got touch, and so on. But in fact, those things can shift around. So in a blind person, the part that we think of as visual cortex gets taken over by hearing and by touch, okay? The surprise in neuroscience recently has been how fast that can happen. So if you take normally sighted people and you blindfold them and stick them in the scanner, you can see that within about an hour, the visual cortex starts responding to sound and to touch. You start getting activation here, which is really surprising how fast that can happen. And as soon as I saw that data, my student and I realized the visual system really has a problem to deal with because our planet rotates in darkness. And that means that for 12 out of 24 hours, it's dark. And you can still hear and touch and taste and smell in the dark, but you can't see. And we realized that that's what dreaming is about. Every 90 minutes, you've got these very ancient circuits that they turn on and they just blast random activity into the visual part of the brain. But that's the whole point, is just keeping the visual system defended against takeover during the dark. And that's, we propose, what dreaming is about.
So it's like in the brain, there's this constant battle for space among the various senses. And in order to sustain the ability to interpret visual information in the part of the brain that does that, creating spontaneous activity staves off the invaders.
Exactly right. Even blind people dream. It's just that the activity goes into this part of the back of the brain, but that's no longer visual for them. That's been taken over by hearing and touch. So a blind person's dream is, I was walking around my house, I was feeling the furniture, but everything was rearranged, and then I felt a bear in the corner, and then I ran away, and so that's their dream, is about feeling and sound and so on, but it's for the same reason. It's just random activity being blasted back there.